Get in! Come on, Newcastle United women's team have won the title. They have clinched promotion. Lee Lawler, a 2-0 win at Barnsley. They've deserved it. They've absolutely deserved it. Well, Kacie Elson and Katie Barker, the two Katies. Well, no, not two Katies. The
Close enough.
Katie and Kacie may as well be. But incredible, fantastic news. And, you know, what a season for Becky Langley and her side. It's been absolutely brilliant.
First of all, well done, Durham, because they've matched the points, you know what I mean? So, commiserations. Obviously, we're Newcastle through and through, of course. You know, we've literally pushed them hard this season on the channel. We've kind of like got ourselves grip to it. We were all talking off camera before what to score. We refreshed on Twitter because it's clashed again, which is a shame the last 3 games, but that's how much me and Jonny have been invested in the lasses. And I wanted to ask you a question before I answer. Your question is, why do you have the hook? What give you the hook this season?
I think it's the fact that you get so close to the action, and Lee's quite right. We have been hooked this year. We have been invested in. Well, you've been invested for so many years, but it's just been. It is a community. I think that's probably the best way to put it. It's very much a community. You know, the women's team have been absolutely phenomenal. Like, we've been to so many games. Like, you've done the away days as well, but the Durham game was huge, where we won 1-0, and there's just a feeling between the management, the players, and the supporters that something good will come from this, and it just has today. Like fair play to Durham, like you say, to match Newcastle on 56 points, was it, or 59 points, something like that. Something stupid where they've only dropped like 7 points. Fair play, but you know what? I think Newcastle just about deserved it. They had to go to Barnsley, which is a really, really tough assignment, and they've done it. They've got a clean sheet, which I know the defence will be absolutely thrilled about. But
and I want to point out as well the fans that went down there, because they brought the flags down there as well. They knew that this is. Obviously takes priority, of course it does, the first team, the men's team, but you know, as I say, Johnny's got the bug. I've brought him in this year and thought, Howard, Johnny, you need to start coming. He's got the bug, and I want more of the lads from the channel as well to get more invested into it, and maybe in the summer if we bring a couple of people in, because it's as you say, the connection, you feel a lot closer. We know the cameraman, we know the coaching staff, we know the players on the first team basis, they know us, we know the regular fans who go to Kingston Park every home game. So like I say, Jonny said, it's a massive community, and you know, it's only going to get bigger now they've gotten to that high division, because Newcastle United, whether the league likes it or not, do have money, and they can attract a higher calibre of player. Of course, you can go and pinch your championship players and bring them now just one division drop, which means a higher calibre of player. And that's another video for the summer and stuff. But you know, we've seen it off camera, Jonny, what Becky's like, and it's just really, really frustrated. And I'm sure she doesn't mind us saying that. Is that she's like this off camera, but you mentioned the Durham one, because Becky came up to both of us and hugged her, and that's how much it means, and that's the trust thing between us and the channel and the coach and staff, and it means everything, because there would have been a bit of pressure, no doubt, on Becky. And the lasses have all been, you know, the 2 games in hand, the 2 games that was always on their mind, wasn't it? And the one there. Do you know what it is? I
don't know if it was. You know, I think they just very much kept, like, from speaking to the girls, speaking to Becky as well. I felt even the coach and stuff. No, just one game at a time. One game. We can only get 3 points today. We can't win the league today. We can't get promoted today. But they've got promoted today, and it seemed like they were so chilled out and relaxed. And look, Kacie Elson's probably, for me, argument for player of the season for Newcastle this year in terms of what she's done this season. I think she's been absolutely fantastic. Got the goal in the first half, and Katie Barker, you know, hasn't played the last couple of games. Has had to come, you know, make an impact off the bench. What an impact she made off the bench today!
It was, because if you remember, if you look at the Durham score at the time, Durham needed a 10-11 goal swing, and hope that Newcastle don't, and they were 8-0 up. They were 8-0 up, and it was like, oh dear, that could go all the way. And obviously KB gets that second. That kind of relaxes it. And do you know what it is? I'd love to be a fly on that coach back up the A1 and on this evening, because there would have been, and I'm sure there's not many heavy drinkers, but I think there would be 1 or 2 shandies that might have been popped open coming back home, because the whole place down there would have been bouncing. That the coach would have been bouncing. They'll be celebrating the night. And good on them as well, because it's been a long, hard season, and a lot of the lasses have came in Newcastle United. Likes of Potty's come back, and obviously you talked about Cara and Charlie Pizzarello, and people who've come into the city and took it on as well. And not just that, the lasses have been there, you know, since 16, 17 years of age, and you've got to remember Daisy and obviously Kira, our left back as well. they've been there since being really young, coming across from Sunderland and stuff like that. And I can go on and on and on, can't I? But and also important that the owners as well. You've got to remember that Amanda heavily backs the lasses as well, which is a key thing. And I'm sure Becky will mention that, and I could go on and on. We're just delighted, what I mean?
We're so happy, and look, again, congratulations to Becky, the coach and team, the players, everybody that helps Newcastle United women's team, because look, it's a massive team effort. It really, really is. We get to see a small bit of what goes on, and a big thanks to the club for it as well, because we've been able to get more access, which has been absolutely brilliant, and it's been a tremendous season. I'm sure there'll be a few sore heads in the morning. I'm sure there's probably a few tears. It was quite emotional probably at the end of the final whistle, but they certainly deserve it. And on behalf of everybody here at Newcastle Fans TV and all the Newcastle United supporters, I'm sure they'll be absolutely delighted that they heard the news that Newcastle United women's team are promoted to the third tier, essentially. They're now a couple of divisions away from the WSL, but that's a different video for a different day.
Well done, lasses. Well done.
Congratulations again to everybody involved, and have a couple of glasses of champagne on us, okay? From everybody here at Newcastle Fans TV, congratulations once again, and we'll see you all very soon.